welcome to this second trimester flow for creating space in the body. My name is Bettina. If you are brand new here, big welcome to you. I'm a yoga teacher. I specialize in yoga for fertility, pregnancy, birth, and early motherhood. So I recommend that today's class is suitable from the second trimester onwards. The reason why I wouldn't introduce this one in the first trimester is because if you've never practiced yoga before, you don't really want to be doing anything new in that first trimester. You really just want to give the body the chance to send all its energy to building that beautiful baby of yours. But if you are in the second trimester, you're starting to feel like, yeah, I'm looking for something new now. I'm looking for that practice that can support my body as it starts to change and grow, and you really need to start creating some space in the body now, then this class is going to be perfect for you. Of course, you can still practice this class in the third trimester as long as it's still comfortable for your body. It's going to be perfectly safe then as well. If you've never practiced pregnancy yoga before, I have a free guide that you can download just so that you can see what you need to know about practicing throughout all 3 trimesters to keep you and Bub safe. So all you need to do is just pop your email address in and I'll send that one over to you. Other than that, let's get into today's class. So you'll notice in today's class that I'm using a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, cushions or pillows off your bed or couch will work as well. It's just so that I can lie back on my back and really open the chest up. So instead of this protective mode that we often find ourselves in, closed and kind of curled around our bump, this kind of just lets us open up the body a little more, hopefully find a little bit more space to breathe if you're finding that Bub is pressing on your diaphragm a little, but really also opening ourselves up to making more space physically in our body, and hopefully that flows on to making more space in our life, in our relationships, because we have a baby coming very soon and we need to make space everywhere in order to really embrace and surrender to the changes that having a baby will bring. So come on down onto your bolster or onto your cushions. So we're going to come into Supine Butterfly, which is just a lying butterfly. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees fall out to the side, and then use the hands to support yourself to bring the back down. It should feel comfortable on the back, so if it's not and you're a little bit too close, you can just move the body a little bit, just until you feel like, yeah, I feel really supported here. Let the hands rest on either side of you, close down the eyes. Breathing into that low belly. See if you can lengthen out each breath. And take the arms above the head. Hold on to one wrist and just let the elbows fall to the side, enjoying the space that's created through the chest. Maybe the gentle stretch through the back as well. Allowing yourself to connect in with Bub. And that's going to be a different connection for all of us. So it might be the physical connection of feeling them there, whether that be the sensation of their weight within you, or you might be feeling movement. It could just be an emotional connection that you have with them, the love that you feel for them, the excitement that you feel. Perhaps it's that just knowing that you have, that feeling that they are with you at all times, just connecting in with them, knowing that this practice is not only giving to yourself, but giving to them as well. I'm going to stretch the legs long now, so reach the feet out. Take the arms out long, press the fingertips away from the toes, making lots of space through the body. And then bringing the hands to the belly. Bring the soles of the feet up to the floor. Let the knees fall in. Breathe into the hands, breathe into the belly. Slowly exhale. Rest the hands down to the mat. Just bring the knees over to one side, starting to make some space. Inhale back through center and exhale to the opposite side. You might look away from the legs if that feels good. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And then back through center. We're going to come up to have a seat. So when you're pregnant, you don't want to just crunch up because that can make some of our core separation worse. So just rolling to your side, coming off the cushions or bolster, and using the hands to support you to come all the way up. Moving that bolster out the way for the moment. Coming to have a seat. So you can sit however is comfortable. If you're comfortable with legs crossed like I have, then that's perfect. We're going to take some circles through the hips. So I want you to come one way as you round through the back, and then come to the side as you inhale, open the chest. And then exhale, come back to that round. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you round. Inhale and exhale. Pausing here for a moment, tucking the chin in, straightening those hands out. You're kind of like hanging off the knees a little here. And then we reverse sides. So coming, inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you round. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. This time coming back to the front, pausing here, chin lifting towards the sky, opening through the heart, feeling like the heart is shining forwards, shoulder blades are gently squeezing behind you, and then find some space back in the center line of your body. So lifting up through the belly, through the crown of the head, shoulders drawing back and down, and just take a breath here. So let's just take one leg out in front of us now. So making some space through the back of the body. I know when you're carrying extra weight, these areas tend to get really tight really fast, especially if you haven't been doing your usual movement that you would. So inhale, find space through the upper body, and then exhale, just lean forward. Don't worry about getting to the toes. I want you to feel like you're maybe reaching towards me, just finding that space as you press the leg into the mat. And then you can let that left hand find the leg. Inhale the arm open, so we twist the torso around, bring it up and over in the direction of the leg. Again, not worrying about getting to the leg, just finding that space in the body. And then inhale, bring that hand down behind you. Bring the left hand now to the outside of that front knee and just look over the right shoulder, finding a really gentle twist. And gently release, bringing the gaze back to the front. Let's change the legs over. Right leg out in front. Find that space in the body. Inhale it up. And then exhale. Don't worry about getting to the leg, just leaning forward. So you've still got lots of space here, as you can see. Maybe sighing it out, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. Bring that right hand down. Inhale as you twist and open. And then exhale as you bring it up and over in the direction of the leg. Bring the hand up and down behind you. Bring the right hand to the outside. Just gently looking over that left shoulder. Still lots of space through the spine, so you notice I'm not kind of folding in over the belly. Press into the sit bones, lift the shoulders high, lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling. And then gently releasing back to the front, taking both legs wide. Draw the toes towards you. Inhale as you lift and lengthen and find a little more space. And then exhale as you gently fold forward. Just staying with the breath here. So inhaling as you come up. Exhaling as you gently rock forward. So this might be a tiny movement for you if you're feeling the stretch quite significantly through the inner thigh. Inhale, lift. Exhale as you soften. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bring those feet in. We're going to come up into our cat-cow. So coming up onto hands and knees. So knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. And I really want you to find the space between each vertebrae. So really taking your time with this movement. As you inhale, slowly lift the tail and the head. And as you exhale, one vertebrae at a time, really slowly moving, curling in the opposite direction. Maybe noticing any parts of you that are quite stiff, and maybe finding a little rock here, a little extra space through the body. Inhale as we reverse the opposite way. Exhale, round. Finding maybe that little extra bit of space. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly walking those hands out in front of you, we melt our heart down. So starting to bring the heart down, maybe the chin or the forehead finds the floor. If it feels better for you to do so, you can find the bolster. Breathing deeply into that belly, maybe even taking a little rock from side to side, so lots of space through that belly. Slowly walking the hands back up. We're coming up into a high kneel. So use the thighs if you need to come all the way up. Inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale as you find a twist. Inhale as you rise. Exhale the opposite way. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you twist. Inhale, exhale, inhale, this time hands through heart, exhale as you take a seat down. Bring the hands to belly, take those knees a little bit wider. Feel comfortable here, so if that's not comfortable, adjust it for you. Breathing into the belly, feeling the space that the breath creates in the body. So perhaps you're imagining the breath swirling around your baby in your belly. Each exhale, see if you can soften the belly a little bit more, relaxing, letting go. And then gently bringing the hands forward, so make sure those knees are nice and wide if they're not already. If you've got the bolster, bring it underneath the chest, soften down, and just rest here. breath, start to slowly bring yourself all the way back up to have a seat. So you're welcome to stay in that child's pose for as long as you like. It can feel quite grounding and it helps to create space in the body. So as the belly starts to become quite tight, especially towards the later stages of the second and third trimester, you might feel like there's starting to become no space there. So coming into this really restorative version of child's pose with the knees nice and wide can feel grounding as you gently press onto the chest if that feels good for you. And it can be a really nice way to meditate and to just create that space in your life, because I think we're often so busy. If it's our first pregnancy, we're still working possibly and just trying to do all the things to prepare. If it's our second or third or beyond pregnancies, we're so busy with other children that it can be really nice to carve this time on the mat to just come to that space. It's almost like saying, welcome baby, I've got all this beautiful space for you in my body and in my life. And it's just a really nice way to connect in. I hope also it feels amazing in your body and has helped you to find a little bit of calm within as well. As always, it's such an honor to practice with you. I love sharing this special time in your life. If you are starting to think about birth and preparing for birth, I just wanted to let you know I have a Yoga Wisdom for Birth ebook that I'll link below that you can check out, or I have a full online course that goes along with that. So if you're not one to read, I'll talk you through all the points, everything that you need to know to really prepare yourself to have an empowered and beautiful experience to meeting your baby, because that's how it should be. And that's however it turns out, because we can't control birth, but we can control how we respond, how we work with our body during that experience. So you can check that out in my online yoga circle. Like I said, I'll leave all the information below, and I look forward to practicing with you soon. Thank you again. Best of